All right, you're looking for a good machine that's dedicated TIG stick, and you're trying to find something that'll run steel and aluminum, 220 or 110. Maybe you're looking for some stuff you're trying to build in the garage. You have some work to do at someone's house, so you have to run 110 only. Well, today we're going to review the MT200 AC/DC machine. All right, so the machine comes with a really nice flex head torch. Now you've seen us run the flex lock on this channel, but this is a flex head. So that if you need to make a small tweak, you can't do that with just every torch head. What's nice is that allows you, if you got to really reach in somewhere or around something, you can bend it a little bit. You can't go crazy, but it allows you to get into some of those tight areas. What's really nice for a base unit like this, you don't see that on many of the units, and especially if you don't want a multi-process, you want a dedicated machine and all the functionality that comes with that. That's a really nice feature. And it comes with some extra cups, comes with your collet bodies and your collets for 1/16, 3/32, and 1/8 inch. All right, along with the foot pedal, which is a pretty compact foot pedal. It also will come with your regulator. Now we've got this tied into our existing regulator. We're not using the one that comes from the factory. All right, so first we're going to start with this piece of 20 gauge. So we're going to go into DC, foot pedal remote. We're not running pulse yet. Obviously TIG, an amp per thousandth of thickness. I always set a little bit over, and then you can use the foot pedal to regulate. So unit will go 200 amp on 220. We'll see what it does later on the 110. All right, so we're going to start on this piece of 20 gauge, and I'll be the first to tell you, I struggle on real thin stuff. But this machine with its 10 amp start, definitely a lot easier than old blue of mine. Definitely not the greatest weld in the world, but I struggle with the real thin stuff. All right, so we're going to turn pulse on. Run at 30, 35 pulse frequency. And typically I'll run a little bit hotter when I'm running pulse. So let's see how this works. The work should stay cooler also. So, it goes down fairly well. And it's not hard to go all the way through on this material. But yeah, the pulse function works really well on this. Now along with the frequency, you get to set your background amperage. So right now I get my background amps to 60%. So it's still coming in pretty hot. And they put everything in blue to kind of give you a, well, a guideline, if you will. Then we used the unit to do some titanium for our fab channel. So I can definitely see where I started. I pulled off way too soon, but the second string went through. I actually held it on for a while and let it really get shielded with the argon real well. Now let's see how it does on aluminum. Okay, so let's start out with just normal AC for aluminum. Frequency, we're going to stay in that, run at 120, between the 110 and the 140. It's all marked in blue, especially if you're just starting this. Balance the same way. This is 1/8 inch material. So we're going to go up. You can always adjust with the foot pedal. I'm going to keep my post flow the same. We'll get into the frequency for the pulse and the background amps. But it does a really great job on aluminum. Whatever size cup, just double it roughly, and that's how much gas you'll run. We got number 5 cup. We're going to need around 10 CFH. We should be good. We're just using some 53, 56 filler. Especially if you're a part-time fabricator, a really good machine will definitely make you better than what you are. And trust me, I need all of that. The basic aluminum AC, and you can tune it as you see fit. Okay, so we're going to turn pulse on. We're going to keep the pulse frequency the same we had on steel. Background amps we're going to leave alone. This definitely sounds different. You hear the flutter of the pulse. I definitely dig that. That's nice. It was kind of glared out, but all right, so let's see what this will do with 110. So I got a conversion here. Now this came with another machine of mine. Okay, right off the bat, one thing that changes, when you go 110, your 200 amp max is obviously gone, which, well, it should be. Your 140 amp max. Let's give this a try for the aluminum pulse. Now this is the 110. And as long as you don't touch your electrode, it does a pretty good job. All right, barring the touched electrode, 110 worked really good on aluminum, and we all know this saga. It's the MT200 from CK Worldwide. Really good machine for TIG welding. It'll stick weld as well, but we didn't have a stinger for it. It takes the large dins, and well, we only have the smaller one. But it does come with this really nice flex head torch. I think it flexes up to 40 degrees, which is really sweet when you have to squeeze it into things. It does a great job, AC, DC. Did a great job on steel, titanium, aluminum. You've seen how the pulse function works on AC and DC. I've never ran AC with the pulse. It'd be a great machine for garage. Definitely make you a better welder than what you are. That's definitely me. If you're a hobby welder like I am, out in a garage or a small fab shop, this is a great machine for that. If you're going to take it out and if you're going to put hand railings in or something like that, run it off to 110. You see how that works. Works great. You plug it into the house, do your handrail, and you're out. I'll put all the information below. Check out the MT200. I hope you liked the review, and I'll see you here for things to build with a machine like this.